Hello everybody and welcome to my studio. Alrighty, I tell you, it is hot. Hot. If you're from the south, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know exactly what temperature it is out right now, but probably probably in the 80s right now, and it's early in the morning. Okay, I'm going to start with my foundation, and I start with my foundation and put it all over because it seems to do better for me. Now, some people don't put it on their eyes, or they do their eyeshadow first. To me, my eyeshadow seems to go on better when I put the foundation on my eyes also, or on my eyelids. Okay, so now we're going to start. I always start at the top and go down, just like I do when I take a shower. Okay, go back toward that hairline, and then you get your eyelids. And underneath and in the corners. Make sure all those little crevices are covered. You don't want anything left out. Okay. Now you see how that's covering up the redness there? Compared to the other side. And I always put it on my lips too, because my lipstick goes on better. Makes it smooth. Makes it glide on. And I always get up beside my ears, so we don't want that looking through 4 different colors. And then I always use what's left on my sponge and get underneath my chin and down my neck just a little to blend everything in. I like the way that feels. Okay, now, then I go with my contour stick. And you put it between your cheekbone and your jawbone on both sides. If you were to suck your jaws in like that, that's where it goes. Here on the temples and right here on the forehead. And the reason that we're doing this is to give it some dimension, because we've just colored it one color with our foundation. Now, this is exactly what you do when you draw a picture or paint and you blend in your colors, and you have your highlights going on. Now I'm going to use my brush and I'm going to blend this in, and I'm going to go back toward my hair and up. I'm not going to drag it down. I'm going to do that on both sides. And I'm going to blend my temples in. And the forehead. And we do it the same way. We're going to go back toward the hairline. Now then, and I also use what's left on the brush to get under. To get under my chin, under my jawbones. Don't waste it. Alrighty, now it is time for my blush. Okay, let me find my brush for the blush. Ooh, okay, here we go. And you go above where your contour was. Now you don't want it to come down too far or be too high. Alright, just above where you had your contour. Or you can smile really big to make sure that you don't go too far down. I always try to look in a mirror to make sure I'm not getting too out of hand. Because when I was growing up, if it didn't look good, in other words, if you look like a clown, you don't leave the house. So we're not going to look like a clown, okay? Alright, now then, I also use the extra to go underneath. Now, on your contour, some people use it on their chin here, right in this crease. You can use some of that there some of the blush there if you'd like. All right, now, I'm dropping everything. Okay. I have just a hair left in my black, and I'm going to use that on for my eyeliner this morning. And drag it out. Always drag it out if you want a wing. And I do my wings a little bit different than everybody else does. Some of them make them go up. They go from the bottom and make them go up. Some do it like I do. Okay, it's just your personal preference, really. Whatever you like. Alright, but I like this one. It makes my eyes look bigger. Makes them look more open. And when your eyes look more open and you're talking to someone, you look like you're paying attention more, whether you are or not. All right, now, I don't have very much of that left in the stick. I'm going to have to put it over here so I can remember to throw that away. All right, now I'm going to use brown today on my eyebrows. All right, and I know some of you think I'm crazy for outlining my eyebrows. All right, but I always start right here at the edge and just go around the edge. I don't try to make them bigger than they are. I just give them that shape. I just go around the edges. Just like your boys and girls do in school when they're drawing a picture or coloring in the lines. It looks better if they outline in a darker color first. It makes those colors show up better. All right, now we're going to do the other side. And if we mess up, it's okay. We can always go back and start over and do it a little bit different. Make it bigger, make it smaller, make it curved. If you want it box looking, that's fine too. Now, my eyebrows are a little bit different on each side. So, looks like I've already messed this one up. Okay, that's a little bit better. But they don't grow the same. And that's okay. You got to work with what you got. All right, now I'm going to get my favorite little brush. And I'm going to use my brown eyebrow powder in my little compact here. And I just pat it just a little. And I'm going to fill in between those lines with my brown. Now, I could have used my pomade because it's a darker color, and that would have been fine also. And you can also fill in with your liner, your brown liner, if you'd like to do that. Or your brown eyebrow pencil. But I seem to do okay with the powder. You just want to make sure it's filled in good. And you don't want it to look like just a stick or just to be too thin. You want it to look like sort of there's some hair there. And sometimes I get carried away and pluck too many of them out. And it looks, woo. Okay, now, I just did what I usually don't do. I did it before time. Cleaned out my brush. But I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to go underneath here, this bottom lid. And I'm just going to fill in right here to make that blend in. I'm going to do it over here on this side to make it blend in, to make it look like it goes together instead of it's a separate part. Now, I'm going to also use this same brush to fill in my crease. Both sides. Now, I do this when I don't want to use a lot of eyeshadow. You know, if I'm just going to the store or, you know, just going to be here at the house or just running to the mailbox to mail something or, you know, just simple little errands, this is what I do. It just gives you a little something, but it's not too over the top. Now I'm going to clean that brush out. Okay. And usually, when I do that, I want to add some white. I like the white. And I've had this white a long time, and I'm about to run out of it. And I haven't seen it, so I'm going to have to be on the lookout. But I fill up my brush with the white, and I'm just going to do the top of my lid here. On both sides. Now, I also do this. I use the white and the black, just like I'm using the brown and the white. Just gives it that extra highlight. I do it here under my eyebrows, and I come on around into that crease right there. Because when I lift my eyebrows, I can always see that crease. I'm going to do this side the same way. And it looks like afterwards that you've really spent a lot of time getting the look that you want, when it was really just quick and easy. I mean, as you get older, you want quick and easy. What in the world? Oh, that's not the right one. I've got to put my lids back on everything as I go, or something's going to spill. All right, now I'm going to clean my brush out and put it back over here. Now then, now I'm going to use my highlighting palette. This is where I have my 3-in-1 here. I think today, let me see. I think I'll use my pink today. It's just a little light pink over here on the end. Tap my brush, and I'm going to go down my nose. Can you see how that just shines right there? Right here on the end of my nose. And I'm going to come down. They call this the Cupid's bow. Here on the chin. Just sort of get that. I've got to where I just sort of do it all over. Right there. Alright, now on the cheeks, you go above where you put your blush. And some people just put a line there. But I don't like the line. I try to make it blend to where it looks normal, to where it looks like there's just not a line there, like you're not painted up. All right, because it's supposed to be where the sun would hit you, and the sun doesn't just hit you in one little streak. Okay, so we're going to do this side the same way. Just go in little circular motions there. And if it blends in with your blush, that's okay. Alright, now, I'm going to go above my brow bones here on both sides. I'm also going to come down between my eyebrows. I don't want it to look like a unibrow. I say that just about every time. But now you know who I'm talking about. Woo, some of these people and some of our friends, and we don't want to say, hey, dude, you know, you need to fix that. But, you know, if when we do these videos, they can see them and say, oh, wow, I might need to do that. Or I'm going to put mine on like she does because, you know, I don't know how to do that. And, you know, they may not. They may have never noticed it before. And so this is here just to give you some hints and some ideas about things that you can do that might help you, that I do, and that I had to learn along the way. Now I'm trying to blend this up here so it doesn't look like there's just lines. Alright, now, alright, I'm going to go over my eyeliner with my black liner. with my liquid. And I'm not using the fat little end. I don't know what you call it. It's little. It looks almost like a little sponge, but I mean, no, I'm not using it. I'm using the little bristles that are really thin because it puts a thinner line on, and that's what I want. Then I just drag it out there at the end. And I use my thumb to drag that out. Okay, and I'm going to do the other side the same way. People say, I don't know how you put on that eyeliner so fast. And I don't know how you do the mascara so fast. But I just tell everybody. It takes a lot of practice. A lot of years of practice, you people. I don't know how old y'all think I am, but I may tell you one day. Okay. And it's okay if one of them may be a little wider than the other. You can always fix that. And usually, you know, if it's just a quick look and you want to stay home, you know, you might not even put any on that day. You may just put on maybe a lipstick or you know, just your mascara, just something fast. All right, now, let's see, have I left off anything but my mascara? I don't think so, except my lips. Okay, I'm going to use my red liner, which is a darker liner. It's almost a burnt red. It's a dark red. And I stretch my lips. And I did the same on the bottom. And some people overline. That means they go above their lip line. Some of those, clown. I cannot do it because I don't look natural. Okay, it's like some of those people that get the lip fillers and their lips are just way out there and it doesn't look natural. If it works for you, that's great. But it does not work for me, okay? So I'm just saying. And on the bottom, I'm going to stretch all that out so it'll fill in those cracks and all. And if I went underneath here with all my lipstick and stuff, it's going to run extra bad if I do that, you know. So I try and stay away from that. So I'm going to stretch that out. And you see how I was holding the pencil? I wasn't holding it straight. I was holding it like this. And just going right underneath. And I don't go all the way to the corners because it's going to run down through here. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that either. Because we're trying to look great. We're trying to highlight our best features. And when we do that, it makes us look older. And, you know, people are going to look at us funny when we go out, you know. They're going to say, gosh, she needs to do something with that lipstick. And I have some people that I see that I say that about. But you don't want to tell them. You know, you don't want to hurt their feelings. So, you know, sometimes you might say, you know, have you checked out my videos? Or have you ordered anything? You know, or I would do a makeover for you, you know, that kind of stuff. Be nice about it. Be positive about it because we don't want to tear anybody down. Okay, now I'm going to use this lipstick and I think it's going to look good. It's a almost a nude type color. It doesn't look that nude, but just hang on. It's got a little color to that. Now, the lipsticks that are not the matte, you can blend them really well. This one has blended really well. That's why I don't go all the way to the edges, because they'll blend when you rub your lips together. Okay? Now, if I put on a gloss, I'll put it right in the middle. Or if I put on, where? Here we go. If I put on some contour right in the middle, right here. If I make my lipstick too dark, I can put on some contour right there. Rub that in, and it lightens it up. That's a little trick I've learned. And just do it right there in the middle. All right, now, I like the look, but for me, I like a little gloss. That's the wrong one. Here we go. This is still the wrong one. Oh, I think my gloss is in my purse. Yep. It is in my purse. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'm going to try this one and see. I'm just going to... It's almost the same. So I'm going to use it right in the middle. Now you see, I didn't put very much on there. So I'm just going to blend it. Now we have some shine. I like the shine. Makes me look brighter. Makes my smile stand out better. Makes me look younger. You know, before I put the makeup on, if I'm just moping around, you know, I look a lot older. Okay? And so, when I put all this on and try to brighten it up a little bit and make it shine a little, it makes you look younger. Now, I'm going to use this brush, my big fluffy brush. And I'm going to go over everything just in case that I have some extra powder somewhere or something. And I'm going to just brush everything down. Now, sometimes I will use a powder over my foundation. And sometimes I don't. It just depends. Making sure that everything is blended in and wiped down. Now then. Alrighty. Take my hair bow out if I can find it. Alright, let's see. I just washed my hair a minute ago. So I'm going to take some pictures and upload them here in a minute. And watch and like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and place an order at Patsy's Palette or at farmacyus.com/PatsyChambers. Okay, and help girl out. All right. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.